to welcome your testimony.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member McGovern. It's good to be back in business in the Rules Committee and delighted to be with you tonight. I want to thank my great colleague, our great new member of the House Financial Services Committee from Florida, Congresswoman Salazar, for the opportunity to testify today on this resolution which condemns the atrocities of socialism and warns of the implications it poses to our society. I was taught from an early age to be grateful for our gift here in America of freedom. While attending elementary school in Little Rock, one of my favorite teachers was a young Cuban exile mother who taught us Spanish. Before settling in Arkansas, her family fled the Castro regime, an authoritarian government known for its brutally murdering thousands of political prisoners and Cuban citizens. Castro ripped families from their farms, businesses, and private property and repressed his people. Castro's socialist regime systematically destroyed one of the most beautiful countries in the world while stripping the people of their individual freedoms. While a young business person, I witnessed the brutality of state control when at the height of the Cold War in 1986, I joined a U.S. Army-led tour of East Berlin. Passing west to east through the incredibly infamous Berlin Wall of concrete, barbed wire, and machine guns through the infamous Checkpoint Charlie, I saw the stark contrast between West Berlin's full-color freedom versus East Berlin's black and white, cruel socialism and communism. The difference in treatment of citizens was unmistakable. On one side, the West had vibrant storefronts, bustling with employees and patrons, and all of its shelves fully stocked. And on the other side, the East drab buildings, still marked by Allied bomb scars, bore empty store windows, destitute and begging citizens, and an overarching veil of dissolution. Just 3.5 years later, following the fall of the Berlin Wall, I had the honor of representing President George H.W. Bush as his Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Treasury. I was tasked with designing and delivering economic and technical assistance to the citizens of countries freed from socialism, communism, spanning from the Baltic to the Black Sea. To this day, I keep a piece of the Berlin Wall in my office as a poignant reminder of the grim purpose to keep people in and keep freedom out. Now, three decades later, we rejoice in the triumph of capitalism and freedom over authoritarianism and the control of socialism. While my Democratic colleagues and I may not agree on everything, I certainly hope we can unite in recognizing that socialism stands in direct opposition to the values upon which America was founded. Time and time again, socialist policies have failed, resulting in unimaginable suffering for nations and millions of people across the globe. Despite socialism's long history of failure, we're met with insurgencies of people trying to institute that backwards framework. And a recent survey revealed a concerning trend. 62% of Americans aged 18 to 29 view socialism favorably. I worry that some of my Democratic colleagues have not learned from the lessons of the past. Many of their legislative proposals, although many well-intentioned, provide a path that leads us and our nation in a wrong direction, often towards a socialist failure. In their pursuit to tackle social issues, those on the far left have taken the approach that more closely mirrors communist China than proven free market solutions that make America the envy of the world. Again, this is not a critique of the integrity of any colleague or their intentions, which is why I believe it's a call to denounce socialism should be a resolution that we can all support in this House. During my time in the House, Republicans have consistently fought to safeguard our nation from the dangers of socialism. I urge my colleagues on both sides of the aisle in upholding American ideals by supporting this resolution. As history has proven, the alternatives, like socialism, will lead to catastrophic consequences. Let's send a strong message to our citizens and adversaries that socialism has no place in the United States. I want to thank Congressman Salazar again for her commitment, work on this important resolution. I yield back the balance of my time and look forward to our questions.